everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're starting an awesome tiny adventure right in the heart of the city. Have you ever wanted to find tardigrades, those cute, chubby little creatures for yourselves? Then you're in the right place. We're going on a tardigrade hunt in the city park today. And the best part? I will show you exactly how you can find them too, making sure you will definitely spot your own little tardigrade. Before we head out, here is what you will need for our city safari. A petri dish, perfect for soaking the moss and awakening our little creatures. Tweezers would be nice to have, but they are not a must. Your hands can be used as long as you pick the moss carefully. A screw-top jar to take our moss samples home. And distilled water, because tap water might have stuff like chlorine, which is toxic for tardigrades. Are you ready to discover these tiny city creatures with me? Let's dive in. Once we arrive at the city park, we're on the lookout for the right spot. Look at this tree. Do you notice the thick moss and lichens at the base of its trunk? Places like this, shady and where moisture lingers, are prime habitats for tardigrades. Now that we have found the perfect location, let's get to collecting. I use these tweezers to pick some of the moss, but of course, you can also gently use your hands. Then, into the screw-top jar it goes. Safe and sound for our journey home. Back home, let's examine the moss we have gathered. It's time to prepare it for our tardigrade hunt. I place the moss in the petri dish, green side down. A quick tip, make sure your moss isn't too sandy. Those sandy particles can interfere when we're microscoping. Next, we fill it up with distilled water. It shouldn't overflow, but there should be enough so that, after the moss has fully soaked, there's still plenty of water left in the petri dish. You should let the moss soak for at least 3 to 4 hours, but overnight is best. Alright, our moss is now well soaked. What we need next are a pipette, a slide, and of course a microscope. Remove the moss, let it briefly drip, and then the exciting part. A drop on the slide, and now let's see together if we can spot a tardigrade. Looks like Lady Luck is on our side today. Right in our very first sample, we found our tiny tardigrade treasure. Tardigrades, affectionately known as Moss Piglets, are fascinating little creatures. The name Moss Piglets stems from their favorite habitat moss and their adorable appearance. Taking a closer look, their plump shape somewhat resembles tiny, cuddly little pigs. You can clearly see their stubby little legs and their delicate claws in the video. They don't just have those claws for the looks, they use them to get a better grip in their mossy home. Now, let's be honest, aren't they just adorable? The way they almost tumble through the water. Or here, when they climb over some plant debris. And then those tiny eyes. Many tardigrades possess these little dots, either red or black, which act as eyes. These eyes are essentially small cup-shaped structures that are open towards the light. With their help, they can perceive light, aiding in their orientation in their environment. One particularly impressive feature of tardigrades is their capability for cryptobiosis. This fancy term means they can sleep in extreme environments and practically shut down their metabolism. They do this to protect themselves from extreme conditions like drought. That's why we left our moss submerged in distilled water overnight, giving these little guys enough time to wake up from their deep slumber. Additionally, tardigrades are renowned for their astonishing adaptability. They can be found almost everywhere on Earth, from the deepest seas to the highest mountains. Their remarkable resilience is also demonstrated in their resistance to radiation, which means they can even survive in the vacuum of space. Not to mention, they are among the oldest known animals, having been around for over 500 million years. Now, take a look at what we have here in the video. A tardigrade ghost? No, that's the shed skin of a tardigrade. That's right, tardigrades molt just like snakes. They do this to grow and to get rid of damaged or old skin. In our sample, we were really lucky. There were so many tardigrades in it. Some were truly tiny, as you can see right here. And then there were the big chubby ones, like this one here. I bet he's been enjoying a few extra mossy treats. I genuinely hope your expedition in the city park was as successful as mine. Please let me know in the comments how your tardigrade hunt went. I'd be thrilled to hear about your experiences. And of course, I hope you will join me again next time. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time.